And the
The
word there is
soul,
what?
Basesh.
The soul, nefesh,
Nefesh.
the spirit. And it says dubiousness. What is dubious, Elder Owen? Anybody?
Not clear.
What's dubious?
Puzzling.
Looking it up right now.
Puzzling? Occasion, doubt. Go ahead, Doc.
I'm not sure.
Doubt or uncertainty, doubtful, hesitating in opinion, doubtful.
Wavering in opinion, moving, all of these. So it's doubt. It's not sure of itself. Why is that important? Now let's go back. Nefesh, so doubtful of mind, doubtful as to your will, doubtful as to your character, confused as to how you're supposed to be, confused about how you're supposed to be behaving, confused about what else? Wavering when it comes to the way you're supposed to be. You waver, we're doubtful, we're moving in two ways, we're fluctuating when it comes to our will. 1 minute, I'm in the Atonist, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Okay, we're going to give it, we're going to win.
Yeah.
The will, it just don't, that's why we say in varying degrees of genetic potency. High holy night, I want to chant, then I don't see you again for 6 months. It's not a bad person. They're just wiring's off. The code is off.
Yes.
An East Indian is Hindu their whole life.
Yep.
Most Jews are Jews their whole life. Most Chinese or whatever their system of Shinzu or the art of war or confused Kung Fu Tang, their whole life. Most Buddhists are Buddhists, but black people be like, we just hopping everything you can get your hand on. There's something wrong with the code. Maasai were Maasai their whole life. Zulu was Zulu their whole life. Iwe was Iwe their whole life. Cherokee, Arawak, Taino, Carib, all of them were that their whole life. Why? Because then it was a clear formula of what you're supposed to be. And then he introduced any and everything to us, so we don't know what we want. As I always say, we don't know what we want, but we know we want it now. What you want? Everything. What's everything? I don't know. What? Y'all never had those conversations?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought just me, because I've been to somewhere. I'm like, oh, so what you want me to do? I don't know. You know, I just wish I could have the kind of relationship where I could have somebody I can talk to. So you say you can't talk to me? No, I'm not saying I can't talk to you, but I'm just saying I wish I could have somebody I can talk to. So can you talk to me or not? Yes, I can talk to you, but I just wish I could have some. So you wish you could have someone you can talk to as you're talking to me. No, but I don't mean like, I mean like you. I don't want you to think, I don't want you to, see, you're going to make it seem, and then you're like, yo. No, just me. Okay, it's cool. Let's continue. It's okay. All the men are like. I'm just playing.
It's me. It's me.
All right, anyway, I'm just joking, right? So all of this is happening. The most potent organ of the human body is the brain, as it is the seat of both your knowledge and ignorance. And also it is the cause of your bondage and or liberation. For a mind, Sister Shan,
that is out of control or under the control of the aforesaid 6 chaotic impurities.
So a mind can either be out of control or it can be under the influence. So everybody's not, some people, their mind's just out of control. Nothing you can do. You're like, good luck with that. And then other people's, their minds are under the influences of these 6 chaotic what?
Impurities.
It doesn't call it a force at this point. It calls it an impurity. What's an impurity? Mixed.
Contamination.
Which makes us or is impure, a fact of quality of being impure.
Okay,
in a moral
so what's
sense,
impure?
uncleanliness.
Uncleanliness.
Is
not pure, but from the word impure, muddy.
Yeah, not filthy.
Not clear.
Yeah.
Filthy. Foul. Opposite of. Mundane. not spiritual, earthly, obscene. Y'all can read with me. Y'all afraid of these words. They're like, I ain't saying that. Lewd, unchaste, immoral, mixed with offensive matter, tainted, mixed or combined with other things, without reference, foulness. You see? What's this saying about our situation? We got some work to do.
Dirties. Yes.
Okay, my soul has them still in remembrance and is humbled in me. This I recall. So this same thing, this I recall to my mind. The original books of the Bible makes this so clear. This little piece here in Lamentations. This I recall, sub. But now that one was dubious will, dubious mind. This one, shub, is to return back.
We don't see your screen, sir.
Turn back from evil, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Right? Turn back from evil. One is dubious. One is turning back. One is turning back to Creator, repenting. Turning back from evil. Turn away of God. God turning away. Turn back what? Spiritual relations. So this turning back, this going back of human relations, of spiritual relations, of inanimate things. You start to realize, I told you, you're in the physical world, the world of inanimate things. But process you said is an inanimate world. Where you getting this from? The Bible don't say that. I'm like, are you the same Bible I'm reading? And it must be done through
repetition.
Why do we gotta have all these classes? I mean, 7 days. Can we just? I barely went. Oh man, can we do like 1 hour a week? What's the one book by Sesh? You know, Rev. People always come and can I talk to you for a second about Sesh? I said, sure, brother, sister, what's going on? Well, you know, about Sesh. Is there like one book I could get that just break it all down for me? And I'm, my mind, the answer compared to what I have to say, right? So I got to say like, well, sis, bro, but my mind is like, I've written about 100 books, and you think there was one book that would have made my job easier, and I won't write that one book. I'm so smart, but that's stupid. I'd rather be up all night, like, eyes are hurting and putting the glasses on, take them off, put the drops in, cold water, ice pack. You think I'd rather do that than just be like, here's the one book, everyone. $900 million, and everybody just buys the one book, and I can just go live my life, me and Becky just skipping down the road. You think I won't do that? This one book, I don't want to black people. Why? Because we're looking for a miracle. You know, what fairy tale had one book? Yes, there is. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mickey Mouse, because he was told the sorcerer was going out and told Mickey Mouse, don't you? And Mickey Mouse opened up the book and he said, and the mops and the broom started, and they started dancing, and then the mop started picking up buckets of water. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Obviously, I watched that growing up and read the story, right? One book. Yep. See, when they cast the spell, there's always open, Lord of the Rings, the white thing, he opened up, and the other one, the good wizard, they all speaking in tongues.
Yep.
Incantation.
Bible pastors, they hold that one book. The Bible, the Quran, the one book that they told you has all the miracles in it. When you know this one book, ooh, you got power. Oh no, it said you'll be able to pick up snakes and handle vipers. I just be wanting to grab some vipers, catch. And see them pastors. I thought you're supposed to handle snakes. Handle that. That's what they say. Yeah. If you believe European and Indo-Arab and Indo-Oriental and Indo-Aryan religious doctrine and dogma over your African sciences, this you don't want many people, but you want the belief that this book is going to give you the power that if I read Psalms 109 on you, Darren, may his children, may they lose their chicken foot. Oh, Father, and I'm reading this prayer, and you believe if you read this prayer, it's going, oh, she broke up with me. Oh. And you see the person like, hey, good morning. And you're like, damn it, it's not working. Then you back there with your, no, this is real. Looking for the surreal. When you have the original books of the Bible, it says, no, it don't work like that. You got to get up every day and go ahead and go get it.
That's right.
And they'll meet you through your DNA and help you through these chromosomes. Right. But when you're reading that other person's translation, man, they all, you be waiting? She left me. I'm going to pray. God don't like ugly. Yes, he does. You say all the rich people are pretty?
Hallelujah.
Jeff Bezos is ugly. If he wasn't rich, well, the girl he with ugly too, so maybe he would have her. But y'all understand my point. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're believing. Surrealism. Let's continue. And for those of you offended, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call nobody ugly. I'm just, trying to have a conversation. Right? All right, let's keep reading. Right, we're in Lamentations. To bring back, to restore, to refresh, to lead away, to show turning, to return, to give back, to restore, to give payment, restitution. To those of you in the queue in critical theology, where we're reading that book about restitution, this is what it's talking about. Requital, recompense. Sister Amani Nia asked about that word the other day. Reward, repel, defeat, to turn back, to hinder, to reject, to refuse, to bring back to your mind, to show a turning away, to reverse, to revoke, to be returned, to be restored. All of this is talking about something. I recall to my leb, to my mind. But this word leb means heart. Because on the scales of the mind sits the heart and the feather. On the scales of Ma'at sits the heart and the feather. So the heart and the mind become one. They're seen as one because the heart is the emotions of you and the feather is what inscribes what your emotions. Let's go back to the, oh, I erased it. Cuss it be. Anyway, let's look over here, right? It says, what we talked about, if you look back on your paper, we said the hormones, once the RNA has been no longer functioning right, your personality would change. The spirit body, no longer is spirit body, it becomes mortal body. The personality, the character, the actions, the behavior, the nature alters, and it sends a message to the DNA, which now is going to malfunction. And now instead of spirit body, you become emotional body, or human beings dominated by hormones. This was your original books of the Bible. This is the original Lamentations. They don't want us to read it this way because that's not a miracle. That don't have you sitting and waiting on nothing. That has you becoming. You take stock in your development.
That's right.
Some people want to drop the kids off to school and back, make them smart, see you later. They don't work like that. If you drop them and hope the school gonna make them smart, well, okay. I don't know what your definition of smart is, but okay. It goes on. So the heart, the mind, the wisdom, ma'at, the inner being, your innermost, your soul, your knowledge, your mind, your thinking, your reflection, your memory, all of these things come to play to overcome the spiritual slave master. Why we gotta read? Why all these books? Why we gotta always be? We always got something. We always got an event. We always gotta go. I gotta go Kenisa. Oh man, I can't do it. But by says, am I divine? No. You can't be divine if you ain't showing up. When the angels gather, they don't say, and it came to pass when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and no one showed up. Is that how it reads?
No.
Michael and his angels couldn't find one another, and the dragon, he had no one. That's how it reads?
Yep.
Everybody was busy. And Joshua blew the horn, and the Israelites were like, oh man, look, man, I'm busy right now. Maybe next week, I'll let you know. All right, player, click. Moses was like, okay, it's time to leave. If you believe that story, time to leave, y'all. They're like, Oh, Moses, we have few more stones to lay. Will you keep it down? Why don't you? That's what they did.
No.
Or did they
No.
move on command?
One
When we
command.
find liberation, when we like, now you said the world gonna end at 12 o'clock. So like at 11:59, will the door still be open? Because y'all want to just stick it for oh no, you don't. Y'all got locked out. That's what we think. We think still. So it tells us here in Lamentations again, the heart of moral character, your conscience, your inclination. What are you inclined to do? That's our nature, the DNA, the soul, your resolution. What do you resolve? Resolute. Your determination of will, who he, in varying degrees of genetic potency. Your conscience, do you have one? What's conscience? What does it mean? Anyone?
Moral sense of right and wrong.
Moral what?
Moral sense of
Of
right and wrong.
knowing what is right. You gotta have knowledge.
That's right.
Awareness that the acts for which one feels responsible do or do not conform to your ideal of right. So because you think this man told you you're supposed to be this kind of woman and you're supposed to be this kind of man and we're supposed to have this kind of relationship, where's this, when? Oh, you're supposed to be tall and I'm supposed to be dark and she's supposed to be handsome. Where's this from? That's somebody's standard. You got to have hair all the way down your back if you're a female. Where did they get this from? From the fairy tale.
Yes.
Innermost thoughts, desires, knowledge within oneself, sense of right and wrong, moral sense, knowing of a thing, together with another person, consciousness. To split, to rend, to cleave, to distinguish. Dr. Ford talked about today about the schemes, and she said she has to finish it next Sunday, but she was talking about the schemes. Dr. Ford, what was it about the schemes? Can you say it again for me? The title?
Psychological schemes of the Greco-Romans and how they Hellenized religion.
See? They had a scheme. They had a scheme. Now, Sister Shan, if you're there, you all were your sermon today. What was this sermon on, if I remember correctly, please?
The sermon was on racial blindness, spiritual. Oh gosh, my mind just went blank.
How religious indifference,
Thank you.
spiritual
Right.
ignorance, racial blindness enslaved the children of the Most High.
Most High.
See. Now, did you talk to Dr. Ford?
No.
So how'd y'all know to do that sermon? There's a collective consciousness happening.
Yeah, that's kind of
because Dr. Ford didn't talk to the sisters in England. Sisters in England didn't talk to the sisters in Bahamas. The sisters in Bahamas didn't talk to Dr. Ford. But yet the subject matter, because we're forming a collective consciousness to function as one soul. I keep telling you, I put my brain in your head. Because if my brain goes in your head, then you'll be thinking like me, and you'll be answering like me, and then we'll all be one voice. But everybody wants to be their own self. And when you do that, it never works. You understand what we're saying? Let's go, Sister Shan. Right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to get back to original books of the Bible one moment.
Okay.
Seat of emotions and passions and the seat of your courage. Once all your emotions and passions and appetites and your moral and your conscience and your determination and your resolution and your inclination and your memory and your reflection and your thinking and your knowledge and your mind and your heart and your soul and in the midst of you, your inner understanding, once all of those things are in order, we will have courage. And courage is revolutionary. Without courage, you can't achieve any of your goals because you're always going to come in conflict with some obstacle that you have to be able to navigate. And no one's going to be there to help you. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Therefore have I, Yachar, because of this recollection, have I expectation. Because once you're in order, you know what to expect. They put the
That's
word
right.
hope. You know what to expect. You're able to, no, we got to do it this way. How do you know? Because it's logical. Look, it's right there. No, we can't eat that. Why? Because it's spoiled. You can smell it. It's not, corn don't smell like that. You follow? You follow?
Yes.
Now let's get back to the original books of the Bible. Now that you've seen Lamentations, original books of the Bible, Papyrus number 1, book number 12, verse 20, and then Sister Shan, you'll pick up. Know you this, the most potent organ of the human body is the brain. As the brain is the seat of both your knowledge and ignorance, the brain is also the cause of your bondage or liberation. For a mind that is out of control, a mind or that is under the control of the 6 chaotic impurities of lust, anger, greed, pride, delusion, and envy, is the reason. It's the cause. What is the cause of our bondage? Our minds are out of control. What is the cause of our bondage and suffering? We're either out of control mentally or we're under the control of lust, anger, greed, pride, delusion, and envy. Now, if these are 6 chaotic impurities, who are these in the mind, the mentality, the spirituality of the Hellenists? Who are the gods? Who are the Greek gods? Who are the Hindu gods? Let's look at the Greeks first. In Greek mythology, Aphrodite embodies lust
And love.
and love.
Love.
Lisa or Lissa is the goddess of rage and fury. When we say these 6 impurities, these were people, these were tribes. We call the Jebusite and the Amorite and the Hittite. They have behavior, they have an image, they have a likeness. Their likeness is that which they embody. Their image is what they look like. Their likeness is how they behave. It's their nature. So when you and I are under the chaotic forces of impure ether, we're being influenced by these seats of their theology and their cosmology called the theogony of Hesiod. Are y'all with me? Every series is interconnected. Don't forget what you learned in the last series because of a new title. We put a new title just so you don't get bored because I keep saying, and this is part 75. Oh, y'all be like, oh man, we still in this series. Okay, give it a new name. New series. Oh my God. Come on,
Yes.
oh my God, some days I'm like, boy, they leave me back, man. This is so messed up. All right, it goes on. Lisa is the goddess of rage and fury. Plutus is associated with greed and wealth. Hubris is the spirit of arrogance and pride. Ati is the goddess of delusion and folly. Funthus or Zealous is the personification of envy and jealousy. Now, Sister Azani, when you talked about the other circle, that's the other circle. That's different. We'll talk about this a little bit more on Thursday. This is for a while. So some people you got to join, take your baptism, join the society. It's what it is, right? I ain't gonna give it all away, not like that, right? So these are actually things. Aphrodite is the primary goddess of love and beauty. She also embodies desire or lust, or in lust. Other figures associated with lust includes Eros, Himeros, God of sexual desire. So when you start desiring sex, I ain't gonna look at nobody because everybody thinks I'm talking to them. Right? When we start desiring the sex the way the Canaanite says we're supposed to be having it, whose energy?
Aphrodite.
Now, how could Himeros influence you? Huh? How could Himeros, a Greek god, influence your sexual desire?
Eris and Diana. Cupid.
Hubris is arrogance and pride. Right.
I'm gonna ask it again for all my people in 2025. Sorry, Kurt Franklin. For all the people in 2025, right? For all the people in 2025, how would humorists, we're stepping from slave thinking, we're stepping from doula, because we ain't even getting to doula yet, right? So there's gonna be part 2 on Wednesday. We're stepping from slave thinking into reality. So I want y'all for a minute, put on your reality hat. Elder Owen, Dr. Tucker,
Yes, sir.
family in the room,
Yes, sir.
people online. How would humorists, a Greek god or the personification of a chaotic impurity to us, or a personification of a god? See, we call it chaotic impurity because when this personifies into a human being who usurps power from you and me, it's going to make our minds impure. Impure thoughts. No child is born saying, man, one day I want to have a train ran on me. No girl. No, this doesn't happen. No guy like, yeah, I want to go into a gangbang. But when you're introduced to pornography, I'm giving the answer. When you're introduced to movies and
Movies,
music and
music,
entertainment
entertainment.
and
Entertainment,
Books,
yeah, movie
all
songs.
under what, Dr.
magazines.
Ford?
Environment.
All under what?
or white supremacy.
No, that's the other Dr. Ford. Dr. Ford, all under what?
Pornography.
Psychology and the 6 Ps.
And who controls it?
Canonized, the Hellenists.
The Board of
Of
Education,
education.
which
Devil.
is
Media.
the media.
Mhm.
That's where we get corrupted. TV.
Television
Yes.
media.
A year ago, Lil Shabaka, he watching Spider-Man, the little kid Spider-Man, the little kid. He's like he looks like an 8-year-old, right? But it's him, it's Black Panther, and it's Dr. Ock, and his kids. And I was like, And she said it too. I don't like him. I said, nah. I said, because this is teaching him to lie. So what do you mean? I said, he's always telling his aunt that he's in the room. And she's closed the door, then he leaves the thing. I said, this guy's lying. He's telling him to lie.
Yeah.
The aunt comes, what you kids doing? We in the room, auntie, we just playing. Okay, I'll be back. Click.
True.
Corruption begins. This is why there's a Little Bill.
Okay.
This is why there's a Kalu. This is why there's certain shows that we got to say, no. I don't want, because if not, we were all corrupted because of the media, the medium. I'm not saying don't watch media. I'm saying everything we watch, everything we listen to, everything, the mind is hearing the reality while this conscious mind is being suppressed. Okay, it goes on. Where are we?
Mhm.
When we go back to those gods. So how do those gods, let's see if you caught the answer, how do these gods affect us?
Through the media.
Through media.
Yeah.
Yes. Used in theater. Humorous. The Greek god of sexual desire and one of the Orots appears in theater in various ways, often as a symbol of desire or as a character within dramatic performances. James Bond, Agent 007, symbol of desire. Angelina Jolie is Laura Croft, Tomb Raider, to be desired. No, this is real.
Yeah.
Beyonce and Rihanna, and now there's Sexy Red and Red Sexy and Lodo Lotta and Glorilla and all these names, and we're supposed to be desiring. He is depicted as a youthful winged figure, sometimes with a bow and arrow to inspire desire. His presence, or the presence of the concept of desire he embodies, can be seen in both the context of plays and in their visual representations, particularly in ancient Greek theater. So they are able to take these names that they're calling Himeros, that they're calling Aphrodite, that they're calling Eros, that they're calling Pontonus or Zelos, that they're calling Hybris or Hybris, that they're calling Plutus, that they're calling Lisa and Ati. These are being used in movie, radio. You're listening to those principles that personify as the record executives and the record producers who tell the artists what type of song they want. We're putting you out your new album, and we want you to sing stuff about this. Go write us some things that say, you don't get to tell me what you want to write. This is you think Tommy Mottola, watch the documentary about Mariah Carey with Tommy Mottola. They control everything their artists saying. These are billionaires. They don't leave nothing to chance. Oh, my new favorite song, she wrote it. A&R, artists and repertoire, they tell them what to say. This is what you're going to say when they interview you. Oh, Lil Wayne just got caught with weed in the car. They put that out so he'll stay relevant. He didn't get caught with weed in the car. Chris Brown's going to sell more albums because he allegedly hit a man with a bottle. This is the theatrics of the industry. Y'all don't see that every so often Chris Brown got a problem, and right after he got a problem, his concerts blow up. Oh, whoa! Any publicity is
good
publicity.
Miley Cyrus, is she thin? Is she thin? Is she drunk? Is she not drunk? And album sales. They constantly manipulate the intelligence.
Wow.
More people joined the church because TDJ's a power bottom. Lord knows I ain't never bothered nobody. Oh, God. I ain't never spent my life talking about this stuff. And everybody's like, oh, snap. They need to leave that man alone. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
We had all this thing about the Puffy trial. And we was all waiting, wasn't we? Then we going, where's the trial? Trial's in May. They gonna be telling everybody, I wonder who's gonna go down. And literally, you had two chicks who was obviously into some other stuff because they participated. And then I got married, and he had such control over me. I went back to him, and I was sleeping with him while my husband, and then he told me, call your husband while we're doing it. And I called my husband and said, hey, boo. He said, what you doing? I'm doing Puffy. He said, okay, I'll speak to you later. And that's what we just watched. Where was all this evidence? And it was his time to testify. We have no witnesses. I've seen defenses say, you're not going to testify. I've seen that.
Right.
But for the defense to say, okay, defense, it's your turn. But Your Honor, we have no witnesses to call.
None. Zero.
No case.
No case.
5 minutes.
Damn. Not that they said it, but that he was sitting there like, somebody said, look, man, you're not going to go to jail. It's covered. You might do a couple of years, but all that life, so you don't say nothing about what you know. That's right. But now, if you take the stand, you're going to go to jail for so long. And that was it. That was it. I'm like, yo, how?
Paying the legal fees for one of the witnesses. Paying the legal fees of one of the witnesses.
Y'all understand? All right, let's take a look. So we just, like I said, that we just saw the theatrics play out. And while that was happening, black folks sitting around, and we still waiting for a miracle.
Right.
All right, it goes on now. For a mind, again, this is the cause of your knowledge, both your knowledge and liberation, and ignorance, and also the cause of your bondage or liberation. 21, Sister Shan.
Yes. For a mind that is out of control or under the control of the aforesaid 6 chaotic impurities is the cause of humanity's bondage and suffering, while a mind that is pure and withdrawn from the senses into itself is an ideal means of reaching the state of nitar